What's up, Fix? What's up, TikTok? This is Homegrown Tone. Coming to you today, play another game of who versus who. We're gonna do different today. I'm not gonna even come out of the bucket. Today, we have Martin Luther King versus Malcolm X. Strap in. Or Malcolm X, known as Malik El-Haj Shabazz. We're going to weigh him up, pound for pound, head to head. Martin was born in the South. Excuse me, Dr. King, Martin. It's going to fluctuate, so don't get in your feelings. Was born in the South, grew up in the church, went to school, got a degree, and then started going around preaching, and got involved with the movement, the civil rights movement. Never got in trouble in his life. Worked with other Christian ministers to stop the tyranny that was going on in America through the non-violent methods. We used to walk in and the Europeans, I don't say white on this channel. See, that's another thing. The reason why they classify themselves as white is because when they first got here, they came as Jews, Irish, all these different races and stuff like that. They couldn't count the census, and it was too many blacks. Anyway, subject. Anyway, Martin Luther King led sit-ins. They used to spit on us, do all types of things. You young people, I know you celebrate Black History Month and you see him and you really don't understand what was going on. I was born 4 days after King was shot, and my mother told me the stories of how she had to go through back alleys. My grandmother drove her through back alleys just to get to the hospital because they still were rioting in Chicago. It was going down when he was assassinated. The FBI was listening to him, monitoring him. He had some moral issues. Multiple affairs with his wife. On his wife, rather. He was a great orator. Great orator. Was for the people. He was a great man. He got a Nobel Peace Prize. He raised his kids until he couldn't. But you know what he said before he died? He said, I think I have led my people into a burning building. A burning building. So all that so people want to say, I'm not putting none of that down. This is what he said because he saw the writing on the wall. He saw what Malcolm X was saying. Let's talk about Malcolm. Mr. Malcolm Little, born in Detroit, was a hustler, pimp. They used to call him Detroit Red. He used to be homies with somebody called Chicago Red. And you know who Chicago Red was? Red Fox. Go read the book. The autobiography of Malcolm X. by Alex Haley the Great, rest in peace. So he was out here pimping, out here doing all of the stuff that the streets, using drugs, heroin, out here. Wasn't thinking about the people, thinking about making that money. That's what he was on. Went to jail. In jail, he was converted to Islam and its teachings. And it totally changed his life. Don't get caught up in this religion. Oh, this religion against this religion, and this religion is bad, and this religion is good, and he's bad. Don't get caught up in that. Every story, if you listen to every story I tell you, listen to how they try to divide us. Religion is one of them. So just like King, all right, no, we didn't get to that point yet. All right, so he was in jail. He got converted. He gets out of jail. He starts moving up through the ranks of the Nation of Islam. He starts going out speaking just like Martin went out speaking. Great orator. Let me skip. Slow it down. Rewind for just one moment. While he was in prison, he taught himself to read. And he would read every single day. He would study a word from the dictionary every day, study a new word every day. He was in the library nonstop. So by the time he got out, he was ready for the world screen. So he would go on these television shows, pre-television shows, when you can Google Facebook them. YouTube them in black and white. And they try to challenge him just like they do the Honorable Louis Farrakhan. I don't know why, because of our skin color, you think that we're not intelligent. Like Farrakhan told Mike Wallace, I think you should just be quiet on race relations. So they end up following the FBI, Hoover. How do you let a man sit in one position as strong as that for 40 years? That's terrible. Like these Supreme Court justices to get a life. Anyway, Elijah Muhammad told Malcolm not to speak on the death of President John F. Kennedy. Malcolm went out and did it anyway. He got suspended for that. Honorable Elijah Muhammad sat him down. So I told you not to do it. They get into it, whatever. Malcolm's house was going to get bombed. This was a lot of drama. Fast forward to Malcolm going to Mecca. Changed his whole view from the Nation of Islam, which is a Chicago-based black organization that spread to New York and other places, to a pan-world Islamic view. Here it comes. Listen for it. So he comes back, gives a speech, and they assassinate him. And here comes the division. They blame it on the Nation of Islam. And if you read the papers now, come to find out the nation had nothing to do with it. They've been blaming Farrakhan all these years, and it was a government. This is ridiculous. This is trash.